Welcome back to the channel where fandom is ageless. I'm Sheila, she's Kimberly, and we are Forever Fangirls.
And this is our out-of-theater review of Romeo and Juliet. So before we jump into anything, just a reminder, we are trying to hit 100 subscribers by the end of 2024. So if you are watching this and you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe and hit the little bell so you are notified of all our new episodes.
All right, so this is theater weekend for us. We're going to be seeing a few shows.
I blame you for that.
No, not all of it. But it's also Heisman Trophy weekend ceremony, so it's like crazy right now in the city.
It's also holidays.
Yes.
And it's Times Square.
So there's a lot of people.
Lots of people.
Anyway, it's cold out there, so we decided to do the out-of-theater review of Romeo and Juliet from our hotel room.
Yes.
Yes.
And these tickets kind of indirectly fell in our laps from a Capital One experience. And it came with a bunch of stuff, not just tickets to the show.
Yes. So we got treated to a pre-show at Dolly Varden, and we got some drinks and hors d'oeuvres. Oh my God, the cauliflower, whatever it is that they did.
It's like deep fried cauliflower.
Delish.
Very good.
Yummy. And we also got some swag.
Yes, we got the teddy bear. We'll explain more about that in a second. We got a hat that says R plus J. Is it Romeo and Juliet or R plus J? I don't know.
It's Romeo and Juliet.
I know. And then on the back it says, thus with a kiss.
Thus with a kiss?
Thus with a kiss.
Huh.
I die. You totally just ruined my, like...
Sorry, I didn't see the...
A very fluorescent rose candle.
A rose by any other name would smell just as sweet.
Yes.
I'm Shakespeare.
That's why I just said yes. And then in this lovely box, which I'm going to drop on the floor now, so if it makes a noise, I'm sorry, was this really lovely sweatshirt.
From
yeah, you're going to have to...
Lingua Franca, which is where you can make your own designs, and this is a Romeo and Juliet. See the hearts and then the stars, because they're star-crossed lovers. Right? Isn't that cool?
She's my Juliet.
Yes, but we're not star-crossed.
So we did get a good amount of swag for that.
And then...
Oh wait, we also got gummy bears. These are mine. Sheila does not eat these.
I do not like gummy bears, no. So anyway, after the pre-show, we saw the show.
We did. Very good seats, by the way.
Very, very good seats. But there's not a bad seat in the house.
Yeah, we've discussed that before. We saw Once on This Island in the same theater, and really and truly, wherever you are, just like when you see Cabaret, all of the seats really have excellent sight lines.
Right.
So that's good.
And so the pièce de résistance.
Oh God.
Come on.
It's fine. It was. It's just the way you said it.
Anyway, after the show, we got treated to a talkback. This we knew, but we didn't know who was going to be at the talkback. And after the show, there were 3 chairs situated on the stage. And once we got situated, who did we see?
Oh, I don't know. Who did we see?
Oh, come on.
Kit Connor, Rachel Zegler, and...
Sam Gold.
The director.
Who directed the play. And it was a good 20, 25 minutes of that. And then... we got a photo with them.
Yes, we did.
And...
as if that wasn't enough.
Right? We got a signed playbill.
I kind of feel like this is a lot of stuff.
It is a lot of stuff. It was a cool night.
It was a great night.
Friday night, date night.
So the one thing I just noticed about the teddy bears, the gummy teddy bears, they're stuck together. You want to know why?
I'm afraid.
They're star-crossed gummies.
Eat me, Sheila.
Oh, no.
Eat me.
No.
Eat me.
No. Oh, goodness. Okay. So, let's talk about the show, shall we? So this is very different from some of the other shows that we've seen. At least, that I've seen. In the beginning, the actors, they actually introduce each other and they say which characters they play. And I noticed that some actors were actually playing multiple. And so it was like, oh, that's interesting. It was a little confusing at first. And then once you get into the flow of the show, it's very easy to see that they've switched characters. So that's actually something to know about.
Well, you pointed out that it's easy to notice. My wife noticed that the actors have different, like a piece of clothing or different
voice.
tone and such like that, so you can follow. I did get lost a few times in that, but it took like a few seconds and then it just switched right in. So it doesn't knock you out of it. It doesn't switch or confuse you to the point of where you're not going to enjoy or follow along.
Right. So the set design is very minimalistic here, and I think that that's actually a good thing because it allows the audience to like really focus in on the actors. And so the ambiance of how this was all set up, I think really works.
Yeah, and as I had mentioned, we saw Once on This Island in the same theater, and the way they used every single section of the theater. So imagine surround sound where you have speakers all around you and now know that the actors are all around you, and at some points they're talking to you from behind you, they're talking to you from in front of you, and even above you. It's a very minimalistic yet encompassing and engrossing. Doesn't take you out of it, kind of adds a layer to it because of the fact that there's less on stage to look at. There's less moving pieces. Right. There's more moving people.
Right. So the other thing that was, I
Prominent.
think, cool about this, as soon as you enter the theater, you are bombarded, surrounded, enveloped with teddy bears all over the place.
Yeah, they have teddy bears
cool.
on couches, take pictures with. They have, when you walk down, the pillars are surrounded by these metal grating systems that have teddy bears all in them. Teddy bears on the stage.
Teddy bears all over, and I think that the teddy bears signify the innocence and the tenderness of young love.
Aww.
But it also, I think, signifies the loss of it. Moving right along, Rachel Zegler. I think her voice is beautiful. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she's got a stunning voice.
Just gave me chills when she did the two songs that she did. And in the second act specifically, the way she showed the emotion of the pain that she was feeling because of what happened there. I don't want to spoil anybody in case you don't know the story of Romeo and Juliet, but just the heartbreak. It was gut-wrenching seeing her perform that on stage.
Yeah. She's got a stunning voice. Absolutely. 100% unequivocally. The songs, I struggled with that. And I mentioned that to you in the theater. The first one, there's a big party scene, so people are singing, and I get that. The second song, which is, I guess, an original, I don't know.
I am not sure.
I really don't know, but it's just, it felt weird to me to be in that place. And I can't really explain it. I don't know why. It's probably just me. But it was a beautiful song, and she's got a stunning voice, and I could see that being released as a single. It just, for me, it didn't quite fit at that time in that play. I think it could have been done a little differently. But no matter what, in the second act, her emotion and the way she carried herself, you feel it.
Yeah.
You really do. And to be frank, Kit Connor throughout the whole thing is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, just the way he showed his exuberance about,
Everything.
He was pining for someone else, and then he met Juliet.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, nothing else mattered.
And the chemistry of the two of them together is very good.
Yes.
It works very, very well.
Yeah.
And I have to say, the person who, Gabby, who is the person who introduces everybody, she's amazing throughout. She's phenomenal throughout.
Yeah, she almost is like the MC, and she helps the audience go through the story, and She and the actor who played the nurse, I thought was also incredible in this. So overall, I actually did enjoy this iteration of Romeo and Juliet. I mean, I didn't read or look at any reviews because I wanted to have like a clean slate to really experience the show, and it was great.
And I did read the reviews, and that made me very nervous to actually see this, because either people seemed to really, really love it, but there was also a lot of people commenting that they were watching it through the screen of somebody else's phone as that person recorded, or people were talking to each other through it.
Which is odd because every Broadway theater says no video recording.
Yeah, and to be honest, we didn't experience any of that.
No, we didn't.
And in fact, they did have these huge signs that was like, no video recording, no photos. And if they saw your camera out, they actually had a flashlight they would shine at you, which basically negates your photos.
The theater manager even said they were going to, if they catch you, they're going to make sure that you delete the footage, whatever it was, and then they were going to ask you to leave.
Yeah.
So that was pretty
intense.
That was really intense.
I mean, and to be honest, it's similar to like Cabaret. They'll put a sticker over your cameras on the back of your phone and tell you that you can't take pictures. Every theater really does that. I didn't see or experience anything that I had read. Knowing that I had a bar really low because I expected what I read, and what I got was much better than that bar. I mean, I very much enjoyed it. It's very different. I was very concerned because of our age that we couldn't relate to it, even though it is Shakespeare, and we've seen various iterations of Shakespeare plays. I have to admit, the director did a great job, and the actors do a great job of bringing across these dramatic pauses that make a joke a bit of the wording or the tone that our generation will get, and then later on that a younger generation will get. It just feels like everybody can appreciate and get a little bit out of it and have an interesting and just beautiful time in the theater, which I liked, surprisingly.
And with that, we want to thank the Capital One team for putting on such a great experience. It's not one we'll soon forget.
Gummy bear?
No.
But they're star-crossed gummies.
I don't care.
You don't want to take a little nibble?
No.
Rip them apart?
No.
Thus, with a bite, I die. Oh.
Thanks for watching. Until next time.